Namaskar. Welcome to the new episode of Vande Mataram, the story of India's brave hearts. Rani Gaidinliu was born on 26 January 1915 in Longkau village of Manipur. She was born to Lothanang Pamain and Kachak Lenliu and was the fifth child among her six sisters and a brother. The year she was born, Manipur, like the rest of the country, was the victim of British colonial rule. In 1927, at the age of 30, she became restive and her mind was tormented as she saw the prevailing social and political condition in the western hills of Manipur under the British regime. During that time, she met prominent local leader Haipo Jadonang at Pulion village. Convinced by his ideologies and principle, Rani Gaidinliu launched the revolutionary movement against the British in the same year. The revolutionary movement of the Western Hill of Manipur was popularly known by historians as Nagaraja movement, and it received a huge momentum when 100 guns were brought from Chachur in Assam and declaration was made to boycott British taxation and forced labor. In the year 1931, while returning with Gaidinliu from Bhuvan cave in Chachar, Haipo Jadunang was captured by the British. He was hanged, and Gaidinliu took over the leadership and challenged the British. When the British rule tried to suppress her movement, she went underground along with her followers. Thereafter, a fierce gun battle took place in Hangrum village in the North Charger Hills, with the British army, and the big village was set ablaze by the colonial rulers. After much pursuit, Rani Gaidinliu was captured on 17th October 1932 in Poliva village and sentenced to life imprisonment for waging war against the British crown. During that time, she was only 16 years old. Jawaharlal Nehru met her in Shillong jail in the year 1937 and described her as a daughter of the hills and subsequently gave her the title of Rani Gaidinliu or the Queen of her people. After India's independence in 1947, Rani Gaidinliu was released from Tura jail on the orders of then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. Till then, she served 14 years of imprisonment term in various jails in Guwahati, Aswad, Tura, and Shillong, among others. She was, however, not allowed to return home to her native village, and she stayed in Vimram village of Tuinsang with her younger brother till 1952. After her release, she continued to work for the upliftment of her people. She organized a resistance movement against the Naga National Council, led insurgents in the year 1966, and had to underground again. Thereafter, on the request of the central government and the state government of Nagaland and Manipur, she came out in public and stayed thereafter in Kohima from 1966 to 1992. She also met Indira Gandhi in New Delhi to put forward her demand for a separate Zhejiang administrative unit. She raised a demand for the recognition of Zhejiang tribe in the three states of Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland. The Zhejiang People's Convention was formed in 1980 at Tamenglong, Manipur, and Rani Gaidinliu was unanimously elected as the president of the organization. The organization then took up the objective of recognition of the tribe to the ministries of the state. Rani Gaidinliu returned Longkau in 1991 and died on 17th February 1993 at the age of 78. Rani Gaidinliu was awarded the prestigious Padma Bhushan Award by the government in the year 1981 for her social work. She was also conferred Tamrapatra Freedom Fighter Award in 1972 and Vivekananda Seva Award in 1983. The government also issued a postal stamp in her memory. She was also conferred the Birsa Munda Award posthumously. The Government of India instituted an award called Sri Shakti Puraskar in honor of five eminent women in the Indian history, of whom Rani Gaidinliu was one of them. Thank you.